Hello! Are we live? Let's see here. Live. Transfer deadline day. Hold on, let's get this. Let's get this rocking and rolling. But yeah, folks. Ryan Naderi. Oh, it looks like it's actually working. Just need to add a thumbnail here. Bear with us. Get in the chat and then we talk about this disaster of a dead. Well, I say disaster of a deadline day. It's actually looking a wee bit better than it was earlier on. Looks like Ryan Naderi could be a permanent transfer. So let me just save that. News and transfer. Boom. And let's see. Let me get the chat up on my phone and we'll get into some of these comments. But yeah. We need some signings to happen here, folks. Ryan Naderi. Florian. Big Florian. What's his name? Florian Plettenberg. He's talking about Naderi. I think, you know what, may as well actually just dive straight into that. Let me get back to my dashboard. Sign into chat. Hold on. But yeah, Ryan Naderi, folks. Looks like that deal's going to go through. Let's just do a window capture. Boom, there we go. Florian Plettenberg. Exclusive. Rangers hashtag Naderi is on his way to his medical. Glasgow Rangers in Manchester. Rangers have significantly improved their offer. It's about a permanent deal with immediate effect. Hansa Rostock still need to give the final green light. Well, the fact that he's on his way to Manchester medical tells me that this deal must be happening. This guy wouldn't be flying from Germany to Manchester for a medical if Rangers didn't believe that this guy's club were going to accept the deal. We just need a striker who knows how to take a shot. I agree. Totally. Nah, that Hibs game, man, I think that's woke a lot of people up, and you know what? That could actually be a blessing in disguise. Part of me is actually convinced if we beat Hibs, I don't think we'd be signing this guy permanently, because all the talk has been that it would be we'd just wait to the summer. We can't wait to the summer. We're middle of a title fight, so don't jinx it. I'll try not to. This Davey saying, couldn't believe we never accepted a bid for Shermity. Unbelievable. I know. I mean, there's so much. Some people saying that wasn't legit. Oh, his agent started that. Who knows? Either or. If it was real, it had to be accepted. I mean, imagine we actually did turn that bid down. That would be insane. But in terms of this final green light talk from, what do you call that team? Hansa Rostock. It would be the highest. It would be the highest received fee in the third tier of the Bundesliga. Yeah, I mean, Fenerbahce saying there was no bid. Maybe it was simply rumours that they were going to bid 13 million. I mean, part of me thinks it might not have been true, because let's be honest, when a bid of that magnitude comes in, it's reported everywhere, and the way it was reported was as if a couple of days ago Fenerbahce bid it. It would have got revealed at some point. We need more than just Naderi. Massive disappointment so far. Skovolsen. I think Skovolsen looks absolute pish. It's only 2 games, right? And I'm not just going to bash the guy. Was he the worst player on the pitch? Probably not. I thought Gazima was crap. Again, I said I wouldn't mind getting rid of Gazima when that Monaco deal came in, if it meant we actually got money up front. It looked like it was going to be a loan, then the money, which I understand why we turned down, but I think some people pretend that Gazima is on some kind of level that he's not. I mean, he has the ability to cut in and score, but there's so many games he goes missing. He goes missing more often than not. And that's the facts. Like, it's alright. cutting in when you're already 2-0 up against Dundee in the 95th minute and putting it into the back of the net to make it 3-0. Great finish, but where was it yesterday? That's when we need it. That's when we needed someone to step up and score a goal. Mikey Moore did. Obviously got ruled offside. Very close. But that's what we needed. As soon as the sub was made on that side, Mikey Moore changed the game for us. Should have signed Maspanisi while he was available. Now Motherwell have closed the door because they can't replace him in time. Well, I mean, that is true. But see, that's another problem for me. Can we not orchestrate a deal with Motherwell? Yeah, you just get Danilo and we get Maspanisi. Nah, I'm not saying Danilo would want to go to Motherwell, right? Even though they're sitting 4th in the league, but ask the question. You shouldn't be leaving it. I mean, we haven't even asked the question, but leaving it this late creates these problems where the door does get closed, and Motherwell are well within their rights not to do the deal with anybody. I seen Anderlecht were in €3 million move for him. I think that's getting thrown out. So it's negligence of the highest order not bringing in Maspanisi, but we've been here before for seasons, man. Sign Shankland. He's only got 6 months left. It's on a free. Sign Lawrence Shankland. Shankland there. Shankland this. Just refuse to pay it, and we see you reap what you sow. And we need a goal scorer. And not the thing. We need this guy to come in. Naderi. There's a lot of pressure on. We need a guy to come in and be scoring goals for the get go. If you look at Kevin Gara, came in. He's played 2 games. Got an assist. Got a goal. Where's that for us? I mean, Andre Skivolson. Where is that? I mean, yeah, didn't look the fittest in the world, but this guy came in with a lot of hype. He started 2 games against Dundee and Hibs and been practically non-existent. And guys coming in on a lot of wages with a lot of reputation. People are saying, "Oh, don't judge him yet." We need to judge him. It's a title fight, man. See at this point in time, loaning out Finlay Curtis to Kelly looks absolutely ridiculous. It does, because if you look at that game yesterday, you're bringing on the likes of Barami and Max Aarons when we're chasing a goal. Say you add wee Finlay Curtis into those two, so you make it 3 players. Who's giving you the best chance of scoring a goal in that game? Yes, it's Finlay Curtis every day of the week. So why is he getting loaned out? And I thought Danny Rowe completely messed up the subs yesterday, even though the personnel he brought on was shite. At least give them a bit. Just give them a bit more of a chance, man. See Max Aarons, even though he's not the best going forward, he almost unlocked their defence. Ball played in behind him. He hit it across the 6-yard box. There's no one there. I mean, we needed players to step up, and they didn't. And it's again, there's still faith in us winning the league. Here, I think Hearts have been favourites since. I've been saying Hearts have been favourites pretty much ever since they beat us. And even before that, for me, to be honest, I was probably when we found out after a couple of games just how shite Wilfred Nancy is. That's when I said Hearts are favourites, and I'm going to stand by it. Even when we closed the gap to 4 there, if you watch Hearts, they've got organisation in every area. There's no weakness in any part of Hearts' team. You look at Hearts, we are toothless, man. But go ask the question. Braga, Kizarides, anything. Could have put a bid in just to ruffle the feathers, so to speak. Unsettle Hearts, but no, nothing. It's like, see this transfer window. See about 2 weeks ago, it was looking good. It's like, oh, we've paraded out 3 signings here. That looks good. Everyone's like, oh, Rangers are making they make signings in freeze. Well, we've done nothing since, and now we're sitting here with what? I mean, it's currently 20-4, and it looks like the only guy we're going to bring in is Ryan Naderi from the third tier of Germany. So again, not bashing the tier of football too much, because if he comes in and does the job, I don't care. But I'm a bit worried. But in terms of winning the league, of course, I mean, I've still faith we can do it, but you know, I don't think we're not favourites for me. We're just not. But at the same time, you're not. No one was going to win every single game. But I look at the games coming up. We can't need it to beat Hibs. Next 3 matches, home to Kelly, that has to be 3 points. There's just no two ways about it. But then after that, you've got away to Motherwell and at home to Hearts. And I'm honestly at a point right now where I think if we picked up 7 at the next 9, I think that would be good. Because Hearts seem inevitable, and Motherwell at home, they just don't concede a goal. And yeah, I'm worried for both of them. I mean, I think there's a world we pick up no points out of those 2 games. So we'll see how it goes, but we just need to get the head down, man. Ryan Naderi needs to hit the ground running. Now, in terms of outgoings, Joe Rothwell looks like he's away to Sheffield United. Does that free up a possible late midfield move? We'll have to wait and see. But aye, Ryan Naderi on his way. Medical in Manchester. Yeah, Curtis could have made a difference. I just don't understand why you would loan Finlay Curtis out when you run him against the majority of the guys on that bench. He's more of a goal threat than them. Don't understand it. What's happening, Blue Mac? I'm no greeting. Celtic will probably still win it. They've goal scorers. We don't. Hate to say it. I think Hearts are favourites right now, but I mean, yeah, Celtic. If they keep, I mean, that's the thing. They signed that Calvin Carrick guy. Didn't watch the Falkirk game yesterday, but he's good against Hearts. They grabbed a goal yesterday. Why can't we sign someone with the immediate impact to this? Because see this Ryan Naderi guy, you just know he's going to come in and he's going to be eased in, wrapped in cotton wool. Well, we'll give you 10 minutes here and 10 minutes. Fuck that. See Wednesday. I want this guy starting from the first minute. We need to be scoring goals, man. Even against Dundee, 3-0 flattered us. We scored 2 goals late on. This team doesn't have goals in it, and most games, even that we've won under Danny Rowe, they're close. You know, I've been saying this for months. So it's like Ludogorets, we beat them 1-0, but see if that was a team of like 3-4 years ago, and you've got Morelos, or maybe a bit more for like Defoe and co. But like when we had like Morelos, Kent, Defoe, Aribo, and guys like that in the forward areas, you'd be scoring loads of goals. There's just no goals in this team, man. It's crazy. I don't know what is going on with it. Run was going to come to an end. Just got to pick ourselves up and win on Wednesday. We're still level with the bet wedders. We are. Absolutely. They've scored, one more? I think there's a goal in it. Or something crazy like that. So, either or. We just need to... But see Kelly, man, we need to be beating Kelly like 3-4-0 minimum. For me. Just to enhance that goal difference, but I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll be a nervy game. Kelly will be riding high after beating Aberdeen 3-0. Hopefully Aberdeen can step up on Wednesday though. And another thing, Hearts play on Tuesday. I mean, Hearts could be 9 clear. You know, Hearts... 9 clear. I think Hearts will beat St Mirren. St Mirren are a bit of a bogey team. But, yeah, there could be a situation where we're back into second. I know what? No matter what, for me, we should be into second on Wednesday. Even though Aberdeen are shite and Celtic could easily win 2 or 3-0, then we should be at least doing that, man, at home against Kelly, who, apart from a win against Aberdeen, have been brutal pretty much since, September? Mid-September. So, yeah. But if anyone's got anything to say about Joe Rothwell, get it in. Not much really happening with Joe Rothwell. Guy's pish. Don't rate him. Thank God he's away. When was the last time we even seen him? Oh, did he score? Oh, no, he set up Kieran Doyle. So, yeah. Not much. Weird deal earlier getting rumoured fucking Arsenal in talks with James Wilson. Didn't expect to see that, so we'll go through a couple of this here. Man, Dundee are closing in a defender, so yeah. So Rangers had a verbal agreement to sign Naderi this summer, so it looked like it was supposed to be in the summer, but that's been brought forward. And like I said, I think that's simply because of the fan reaction of this draw against Hibs. I honestly do believe if we won yesterday, regardless of how bad the performance was, we wouldn't sign him. And it could be a blessing in disguise, that. I mean, for me, we robbed a point. Hibs should have won. But Hibs have been like that in quite a few of the big games this season. I mean, let's be honest, most of the games we've played against Hibs this season, Hibs probably deserved at least something out of the game. Probably the one game they didn't, to be honest, was the 2-0 when Martin was in charge, which is a scary prospect, right? But let's see. There's not much happening. I mean, the Record are saying, Daily Record are saying, the prospect of Cameron Archer joining Rangers on loan from Southampton may hinge on the Saints signing another forward, with Adam Armstrong set to leave St Mary's for Wolves. I think Shea Adams is going there. What else we've got here? There's nothing really a lot. But see, there's nothing. Like, everything. In terms of Rangers news, man, folks, I'm not really seeing an awful lot. It seems to be Naderi or bust. Honestly, it seems to be with Naderi. If he fell through, we might be able to get Cameron Archer in. But in terms of other news, this is the main transfer deadline day. I mean, 20 million getting turned down for Dwight McNeil. Some guy is absolutely rotten. I mean, how's someone asking a question, can a football player fail a medical? It happens all the time. That Mateta guy's fell through, has moved. See this guy. Honestly, Jurgen Strand Larsen going from Wolves to Palace for 43 million. And how many people's watching this? 57 people's probably wondering who the hell is this guy. I mean, for 43 million for a guy I'd never even heard of until the other day. A guy that plays for Wolves, and they're sitting on like what, 7 points in the Premier League. No, man, crazy. But yeah, there's not much happening, man. Big Joe Rothwell. What's the comments saying on Twitter? Let's see. Florian Plettenberg. I think we might. What else is he going on about? Which position does he play? Up front. Seems like a medical marathon. Surely they could have given him some kind of go ahead when they're allowing him to come for the medical. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Imagine this deal fell through. Like, I'm talking as if we're getting this guy. There's no guarantee. N'Golo Kante's way to Fenerbahce. I think we'll have a wee scroll through this guy's Twitter, because he seems to be the one updating us on this guy. But I'll read a few comments. Let's see. If we don't win the league, then it's Hearts' title. Go greet about Plastic Stein and hating Jews at John B. Well, I mean, in terms of the league, I do think Hearts are favourites. I don't think us closing it to 4 last week made us favourites. I mean, if you look at the bookies, I don't think any point we've been made favourites. I know Hugh Keevans said yesterday morning, that Rangers are going to walk the league and do it with room to spare. Never thought that was going to happen. Said number of times, punting Curtis, Doyle, even Danilo this window was a big mistake. They've thought the guys we signed would have an instant impact, but that's not the case. Well, I mean, I've got no issues with getting rid of Kieran Doyle. You know, in your FIFA man-child game, I don't play FIFA anymore, John. You're in, John. FIFA's for losers. Honestly, man, it's the biggest waste of money going. If you're a grown man and you spend all your days playing FIFA, I don't know what you're doing. Especially if you don't make money at it. FIFA's dead, though. FIFA dies after like a couple of weeks these days. I'd be taking a gamble on the Motherwell boys. 3 million can score here, but the issue is, when are we, that mob, going to go in from they'll double the price? Well, yeah, Motherwell might, but see if we come out of this window, right, and Rangers had tried to get Maswinisi. They put in a £4 million bid, and they went, we want 8, and then we went, no, well, you know what, actually, we're not going to do that. I think most of us could accept that. But see, actually making no effort whatsoever, I think that's the unacceptable part. We don't know if Motherwell are just going to double his price because we're interested. You have to ask the question. I mean, but again, it's deja vu. It's Lawrence Shankland, but instead of it being Lawrence Shankland, it's Maswinisi. Shankland 2 years ago, I strongly believe if we sign him, we win the league. We didn't, and obviously we didn't win the league. There was a collapse at Ross County, a collapse at Dundee, and a collapse across the board. So yeah, again, there's no guarantees. Maybe, I mean, at least in this instance, we actually are linked with other strikers. Looks like Naderi's going to get brought in, so hopefully he can do it. But we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he's 6'5", Naderi, and I look at the way we play and think, is that going to suit us? 6'5". I mean, you look at that Hibs game. There was nothing, man. Honestly, I seen a screenshot in the 89th minute where we were attacking down the right hand side, and there's just no one in the box. How Shermette lasted the full game, I don't know. I know he's a striker, and let's put 2 strikers up top. Crazy. Shermette is never, and I mean never, going to score a goal. Why am I on Fog Football? That's a great wee name you've called it there. That's the Rangers show, that's why. He's just late. That's brilliant, Rooney. If they moved as soon as the window opened, any deal would have been... Yeah, I know. Everybody knew Maswinisi. I mean, Maswinisi's form, to be honest, in January's increased. But see, we knew he was a good player a month ago. It's not like a month ago Maswinisi, no one heard him. It's an absolute no-brainer, man. I see another thing I don't get right. I think Chokowani looked pretty good against Hibs, but for me, it's in an area of the pitch that I don't think we desperately needed someone in the centre mid. I know you've got the likes of Diamonde and Raskin, and with Connor Barron out injured, I understand it's a little bit light, but I mean, what we could have did, for me, is just keep Lyle Cameron, right? You've got Barami, who can play in there, Asgard, who can play in there. You don't bring in Chokowani, and then up front, you send Danilo wherever he wants to go, and then you bid. See the 3.5, 4 million, whatever it was we spent on Chokowani? Bid it for Maswinisi. I don't think the middle of the park was where... Going into this January window, I don't think anybody went, we need to sign a centre midfielder. It was some form of attacker and some form of defender. That was the areas of the pitch that needed sorted. It was shocking, Blue Mac. I think Barami's shite. I've defended him. I think this season he's looked alright in spells, but yeah, I don't think bad. I don't think anybody in the midfield yesterday was bad. It was all going forward. See, when your 2 wingers go missing, what chance have you got? And then your strikers mince. See, when the entire front line of your team are on the back of a carton of milk, missing, what can you do? You can't do anything with that. Honestly. And Asgard was pish, so pretty much your front 4 non-existent. I mean, I'm seeing people hang on to the fact with Andre Scovolson. He made numerous runs in behind and no one would pass to him. Right, and here, that will happen. Not every run will get found. But what about the times he'd get the ball in the wide area and he'd be up against a Hibs fullback? It was like watching a soccer aid game. The guy just didn't... I don't know if it's the confidence, I don't know if it's fitness, or I don't know if his legs have just gone or whatever, but that needs sorted out, because he just didn't look like he was able to take on any Hibs player. Say what you want about the likes of Mikey Moore, Gazma. When they get the ball, you feel like they can take someone on. Worried about Andre Scovolson, because a lot of hypes went into him. We thought, I mean, everybody, not just us, across the board, he's a player. That could be the signing that gets Rangers over the line. And he's come in, and he looked worse than every single one of the Hibs' new signings yesterday. Even the guy for Sligo Rovers looked better than him. That Kai, was it Kai? What Williams looked better than him. And the other guy at Hibs signed. All three of Hibs' signings looked good on the ball. Like, I mean, good fitness, good runs in behind. And then there's Andre Scavolson not doing it. Chukwueze was alright yesterday. Yeah, I mean, Diamondi is. And that's what happens, man, when you play Raskin and Chukwueze as 2 6s. Cancels the other one out. It feels like you're kind of playing with 10. But yeah, not ideal. But, I mean, that guy there, N'Golo Kante going to Fenerbahce. Maybe get him in, get another midfielder in. Right, let's see then. What else is this guy talking about? Nope. There's not much happening here. When's the last time he said about Rangers? Let's see. Nope. When's the last time? I mean, there's nothing even getting mentioned here. Ter Stegen's out injured. I don't think anybody cares about that. No, that's the latest we've got. With Ryan Naderi 3 hours ago. No updates. Dun. Yeah, not looking too good. Transfer deadline day, and hee-haw happening. We cannot turn down 20 million for him, probably not. But yeah, I mean, that Naderi guy, if we didn't sign him in this window, you would be worried. But yeah, as for Andre Scavolson, he did look exhausted after 15 minutes, but you'd think you'd see. I mean, he got that chance about, 10 yards out, and he just completely mishit it. Like, say he's exhausted, is he still not able to hit a shot for 10 yards out? Do we even have a backup plan if the Naderi deal falls through? Well, Cameron Archer appears to be some form of backup plan, but I wouldn't bet on it. Apparently, if Adam Armstrong's allowed to leave Southampton, then we won't be able to get Cameron Archer, and that's an immediate problem. I mean, what are we going to do? But you're right, what if it did fall through? Be sitting here snookered. It's about to take off. Business is about to pick up. Yeah. Oh, Max McAllister. The wee cool action scene noise. That's what we're here for. Would help with Raskin passing the ball when he was in space. I agree, right? I think some of the passing could have been more. I mean, the passing was non-existent. But when he did get the ball in space, I thought he was rotten. Scavolson. He couldn't take anybody on. He cut back. And again, I know Blue Max pointed out and other people have said, and there's clearly fitness issues there. So why is he starting? Why is Andre Scavolson starting if he cannot do like 10 minutes? Like, seriously, you got Ant-Man on the bench. And say what you want. I know the majority of us want Tav to go. I want him to go. But when you've got 10 minutes to go and you need a goal in a game, how you are bringing on Max Aarons over James Tavernier is crazy. You know, I know Tav's legs are done, but if there's one guy that can step up and score us a goal, it's James Tavernier. Like that area that Max Aarons found himself in, where the ball got played in behind the Hibs defence in the midfield. If James Tavernier's like 10 yards out with that amount of space, you don't know. Can't guarantee a goal, but the point is, the guy's done it countless times. So, we'll see though. But Max McAllister, we can gift it a membership there. We're still short in midfield. Some of our decision making is atrocious. Yeah, but see, that's another thing. Chukwueze, it's not even like he is a creative midfielder. He just looks like another centre mid. We need a creative midfielder, and we've not got it. We need someone like that. There we go. Blue Mac. All we can do is have hope. This isn't the time to turn on the players, but if the performances don't improve, then we're in huge trouble. Yeah, well, I mean, I think the positives for me is that the next 2 games we will win. Well, we should win against Kelly in Queen's Park. I mean, if we don't, then there will be a crisis on our hands. But if we don't, we need to beat Kelly and go into that Motherwell game giving ourselves the best possible opportunity. Chokawani looks like the Raskin replacement before he's even left. I've no issues with Raskin leaving, folks. There's times I think Raskin's brilliant, and then there's times I'm like, how are you even getting called up for Belgium? I just think crazy, man. Crazy. What's going on? We need somebody like the lad. What? Don't know how bad his injury is. I mean, sign the whole Motherwell starting 11. That Elijah just as good as well. Whole lot of good players. Mateta should sign for Newcastle. How much is Mateta? Could the 49ers put a wee bid in? I mean, what about this Joe Peru guy? I mean, see, for like the last 2 weeks in terms of transfer business, we have sat on our hands doing hee-haw when business is needed to get done. It's frustrating, man. No excuse for it. No excuse for it. Especially if you think of it. I mean, I don't think the 49ers are skint, but if, let's say they were, why are we not selling Shermiti or Gazma and bringing in funds? And then what about Danilo? Oh, he's away. Danilo. Well, is he? Not convinced the guy is. Let's see here. I look for a wee bit more moves here. While, because I don't think there might be anything happening here. Rangers. No, Hansa Rostock have played a blinder here. We have the player travelling for a medical without a deal being agreed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Remember that Rafael Fernandez guy? Whatever happened to him? So, I mean, there's actually no news, man. It just seems to be this guy or bust. Ryan Naderi. No going to fucking happen. Right, let's see what comments we got in. Chukowani, to be fair, looked physically sound, but the Hibs players looked, after half an hour, knew how to double press him, and it worked since he ended up going back to Suter. Danilo was only away if we signed Naderi. Yeah, I think it's the post I seen as well. I just seen someone say, did this guy even exist? It's funny. I mean, I think he played one game in the Cup. I'm pretty sure he played against Queen's Park, didn't he? He played about 60 minutes and he got took off, and that's when things crumbled. Bringing Aarons on when we needed a goal was bizarre from the manager. No, I totally agree. I mean, got to give Danny Rowe a lot of credit, but I think yesterday was just a lot of problems, man. A lot of problems across the board. I think he got the team wrong. He got the setup wrong. And then he was far too late to make subs, which is the worst combination you can get. Can't believe Forest have just bid 25 million for Engels. Have they? That's a fucking ridiculous amount of money if that's true. I'll put it this way, see if they have bid 25 million. That has to, I mean, you'd be surprised that's turned down. Asgard managed to do the horseshoe all by himself against Hibs. He did. Right, folks, how long have we been going here? 34 minutes. Right, we're going to leave it. I'll be back later. Hopefully, there's more than Naderi. I mean, hopefully Naderi gets done. But it's on Sky Sports, Stevie. That's ridiculous, man. Nah, I think even Celtic fans would say he's not. I mean, he's not worth 25 million. That is a fucking ridiculous amount of money for him. But again, I never thought we'd see 13.5 for Shermiti, and we got that, didn't we? So, anyway, we'll be back later on, check out Fog Football for all your latest like Scottish football news. A lot of deals getting done, and of course it's a big midweek as well, guys. So leave your thoughts down below.